Hi guys, this is Longview. I'm a Combat Arms Europe player, and today I will be doing a bit of a review on the new Combat Arms Russia. I'm going to show some gameplay, and I'm going to show some things, other things from in-game, and show items, and discuss a bit about the difference between Russia and the other versions, as for now. I'm going to start with saying that I'm not going to be showing how to download the game or how to set up a GameNet account, because I found this great tutorial for doing just that I used to get the game. So I'm going to put a link to that video in the description of this video, so you can head over there and check that out if you want to get the game after watching this video. Alright, so as you can see, I'm logged in now. I'm in game here. The first thing you will notice is that everything is in Russian, which is pretty obvious since it's Combat Arms Russia. That might be a bit difficult at times, at least at first, because even modes and game maps, their names are also in Russian. So yeah, it might be a bit difficult to orientate yourself, but you pretty quickly learn what your favorite modes and maps are called, and so on. It might be a bit more trickier if you check on items and stuff. At least if you don't remember, like if you look at stats, their names are in Russian, so if you don't remember from Combat Arms Europe or Combat Arms North America which stats are which, it might be a bit difficult. But yeah, it's not that big of a problem, really. Yeah, and I was also gonna add that Combat Arms Russia is currently in its beta phase, so it's available to play throughout the whole world. You don't need any proxy or anything, so that's great. They're probably gonna change that once the game is released for real, but as for now, anyone can access the game without any hassle. Yeah, the first thing, besides from that everything is in Russian, you'll notice it's the same graphical interface as in the other versions of Combat Arms. But what's different about this game is that it's a lot lighter. It's currently just around 1 GB to download. There's a lot less items, and there are also some maps missing, so yeah, that it's lighter is actually good, because so far this version seemed to crash a lot less than Europe does, that I usually play, and there's also a lot less lag. That might be related to the fact that there aren't a lot of people playing right now, though. As you can see, I guess this is like alpha or something. It's just one channel that's busy. There's actually no one in the other channels, so yeah, this channel isn't even busy. I forgot what that green thing is called, but yeah. I'm gonna look at my character. You're gonna notice that they have different default guns in Combat Arms Russia. For example, as primary they have the AK-74V, I believe it's called, instead of the M16A3, which is the default in other versions. They also have another pistol as default. They have the Maxapo, I believe it's called. There's also a different knife. They have the NR40. It has a bit of a different slash animation than the M9 does. And there's also a different default nade. I can't pronounce that name because it's in Russian, but I guess this nade is similar to the M67 nade. Yeah, so if we have a look at the shop, you're gonna see that all the basic guns, whatever you want to call them, from other versions are in the game. If you look at assault rifles, you have the AK-47, the G36E, M416, M4A1, and so on. And as for SMGs, you have the UMP, you have the P90, yeah, all those basic ones. As for sniper rifles, they have L96A1, of course. They also have some other ones like M200 and M24 and so on. They also have a few machine guns, M60, K3, Minimi, MK48. Also shotguns are pretty much the same as in other versions, there's just less of them. They have M3, Super 90 and some of the other ones. And you also have the Law and the RPG 7 that you can buy once you reach that rank. Now if we look at gear, the main thing you're gonna notice is that there aren't a lot of speed gear available as for now. They do have the combat beanie, which gives you a 3% speed boost. They also have the iPop hat that gives you a 2% speed boost, but they don't have the military bandana, for example. And as for face gear, they don't have Patriot skull masks or anti-flash goggles. They just have speed. They just have glasses and stuff that doesn't give you any speed boost. There's also a few camos, or however you pronounce that. You have the Arctic one and the urban camo and so on. As for vests, they have only two vests. They have the heavy vest and they have a light vest. And as for backpacks, currently you can't buy any other backpack than the you just have the default one. There aren't any other backpacks to buy. They don't have a lot of premium items, as you can see. They just have the grey high-sec key that you can buy, so you can open grey cases. It keeps dropping. Something you probably noticed while I was going through these items is that there aren't any NX items available at all, and that is correct. You currently can't buy any NX items. I don't even think you can charge NX at this point. This is because the game is in beta phase, and they will probably be changing that around once they release it, and I'm assuming NX items will be added to the game. Also, there aren't any specialists and stuff like that, which is kinda nice. There are, however, NX items that you can obtain in the game. For instance, there is Cyclops bandana, there's the Shapka, there's a backpack. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 slots. There's also the M69 nade, or the so-called black nade. There's also frag pack and so on. But you can only get this stuff from roulette at this point. So yeah, they're not easy to get your hands on. I haven't gotten any one of those items yet, and still I've been playing for a few days now, so yeah. As you can see, I've been lucky enough to pick up a few grey cases, so I have bonus passes right now. Alright, so with that said, I'm gonna go in game and show you a bit of a gameplay. It's pretty similar to the other versions, except that like voice commands and so on are in Russian, but it may still be fun to watch. I'm gonna see if I can find a quarantine room, because that's my favorite mode. Quarantine in Command Arms Russia is called something like Kapakt. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but that's quarantine anyway. I'm gonna see if I can find an overdose room. I forgot what overdose is called. Here we go. What's really obvious when you are in game here in Combat Arms Russia is the fact that there are no hacks. I haven't received a single vote kick against me despite playing for several days, and there's basically no one harassing at all either, unless you're harassing in Russian, in which case I'm not able to understand what you're saying. But yeah, so that's actually really nice. And also there are a lot of noobs in game right now. There are some players from Combat Arms Europe and Combat Arms North America. You can usually tell by their names because they have like English names, while the Russians have their own letters in their names. But yeah, there are a lot of noobs too that hasn't played Combat Arms before, so right now if you played Combat Arms before and you have some skills, it's pretty easy to do good in game, to win a lot. There's also Elite Moderator and Super Elite Moderator items, but once again I don't know how they are obtained, because obviously you can purchase them with NX. I haven't seen them in roulette either, so I'm not sure how those guys have got them, but I'm gonna see if I can find out, and if I do, I'll post more info in the description of this video. And you're gonna love the countdown during quarantine, because it's really hilarious when it's in Russian. I'm gonna shut up now so you can hear it. There was actually a guy with a Recon Vest and Shapka. I don't know how he got Recon Vest because I haven't seen it in game yet, but so obviously you can get higher speeds, but there aren't a lot of overpowered stuff in game at the moment, or at least most people doesn't have it, so that's kinda nice. And as for quarantine, most people tend to camp. At this point there aren't a lot of free runners, and that's obviously because there aren't much speed gear available, so the natural thing is to camp, and most people camp with machine guns. And zombies tend to win most of the rounds because there's less explosives and stuff, so it's a bit different from how quarantine is currently played in other versions, but I find it a nice change to play in a bit less overpowered environment. And also the rank system is a bit different here in Russia, as you may have noticed throughout the video. It can be a bit confusing at first. I'm still not sure which rank equals to the ranks in Europe and North America. But it's probably a matter of, you know, playing a little bit more and learning the ranks.
Начало раунда! Я не хочу умирать!
Nice. Get a little bit of kill stealing there. Oh yeah, I planted mines here. I almost forgotten about them. Well, I don't think there's so much more to show you guys, really. I just wanted to go in game for a bit and let you see what's going on. So I'm gonna leave this room in a minute, because I don't really know what to talk about anymore. Oh well, I think I'm gonna leave this game now.
Начало раунда.
Yeah, so like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you wanna try out Combat Arms Russia for yourself, there will be a link in the description for this video to an awesome tutorial that's easy to follow. And yeah, anyone, no matter where you live, you can play the game without any proxy or anything like that at this point. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful and that you got a bit of an idea of how Combat Arms Russia is. If you would like to add me in game, I'd like that. My nick is imbalanced, as you can see here, with a 4 instead of the A in the last A, and 3 instead of the E. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and stay posted.